mats. And oh. Okay. So let's begin in seated. Closing your eyes. Just begin to feel more of your breath. Softening your shoulders a lot. You might even kind of roll them a little bit. Let them shake, loose, drop. Really sink down into your seat. And as you breathe down into your sit bones, also breathe into your back ribs. Breathing down into your sit bones, also into your back ribs. And breathing into your sit bones, into your back ribs, let it rise to the back of your heart, the back of your neck. You might even sit, grow a little bit taller. The full breath in. Open your mouth. Inhale. Open mouth. One more. Open mouth, exhale, really finding the very bottom of the exhale. So keep pressing out until you feel that real sensation of like, boom. There at the base, there at the depth. And then just breathing smoothly in and out of your nose. With this same sort of press that you had on the open mouth exhale, but doing that just with a closed mouth. So you start to feel your breath sliding against the back of your throat, creating that soft snore sound. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart, continuing to feel breath. Inhale, lift to your heart. Exhale, bow your releasing your palms down. Slowly swinging your legs around, come onto all fours and move right into a child's pose. Opening your knees wider than your hips, big toes touching behind you. Press your hips. Really breathe fully into your back body. Every time you exhale, melting, softening a little more into the ground. And inhale, rising up onto hands and knees. Rolling your heart forward, up towards the side, cow spine. And then exhale, rounding. Press your hips back. On an inhale, rise back up, hands and knees. Cow spine. Exhale, cat, press back. A couple more times. Slowly with your breath. Continuing to feel breath. Contacting, nourishing your inside, your inner space. Stay in child's pose. And inhale, rise up, hands and knees. Step your right foot through between your hands. Kind of walk your back knee back a little bit, a few inches. Get super long through the front of your thigh. And then root into your front heel. Just lift your chest. Bring one hand and then the other onto your front knee. Really root into that heel to lift yourself. You're lifting up out of your pelvis. Good. And then root into your front heel. Drag it towards the back short end of your mat. Along with that, your right hip slides back as well. And then really send your breath, expanding you wide through the front of your thigh. And take another breath here. And exhale, bringing your hands down onto the mat. Now, gently leaning into your left hand, twist open to the right, but be conscious of how much weight you're putting in your bottom hand. So no dumping. And in fact, you're using the press of your hand into the earth, just softly, gently to lengthen more. You're lifting out of your wrist, through your front shoulder, up through your top fingers. Take another breath here. And exhale, close your arm down. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Planting your palms nice and firm, gently step back to plank pose. Full breath here. Exhale, lift your hips and press back to downward dog. Just easing your way into it, pedaling your legs, maybe moving hips side to side, fluttering your lips, shaking your head a little bit, loosen through your neck. Okay, now inhale, rock forward to plank pose. When shoulders arrive over your wrists, think like cow spine, your heart pulling forward. But then exhale, round like cat spine as you lift up and back, downward facing dog. 2 more times like that, rock forward. Exhale, round. 1 more. Coming down onto hands and knees. Step your left foot through between your hands. You're lifting through your heart. Already start to find front heels pressing down, grabbing back. One hand and then the other onto your knee. Root down to lift. You actually create a little bit of space between like your hip and your thigh as you lift. Good. Make you sending tailbone down and then breathe in your back ribs, lengthening up. 1 more breath here. Exhale, hands find the earth. Gently leaning into your right hand to twist open to the left. So really slide your bottom shoulder blade, with your right shoulder blade down your back. And then keep hugging your outer left hip in towards your midline. 1 more breath, maybe turn open a little bit more, and then exhale, close your hands out. Tuck back toes, lift your back knee, step to plank pose. Already finding that little bit of cow spine, heart forward. Exhale, round cat, press back to downward dog. 2 more times, rock forward. Round to press back. Soft jaw, soft lips. 1 more time. This time lowering chaturanga, maybe knees come down. Lower to your belly. The low cobra, just lifting to your top ribs. Exhale, release down. Twice more, root into the tops of your feet as you lift. Exhale, release down. Good. Lifting, pubic bone roots down. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale, pressing arms straight, rise, either knees down or full upward dog, knees lifted. Good. And then exhale, rock back. Lift your hips, downward dog. Any amount of open mouth exhales or fluttering of your lips. Good. Inhale, lift high to your toes. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Slowly step your right foot through between your hands, your left foot through between your hands. Hands to your shins, lengthening your heart forward. Exhale, drop completely. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And then let your head come still. Good. Inhale, lengthening your heart forward. Sweep your arms out, rise up to stand. Palms touch, lengthen, hands to your heart. Full breath in. Open mouth. Inhale. Inhale next. Arms sweeping open. Exhale, bow. Lengthening heart forward. Step your right leg straight. Drop your knee down. Inhale, arms rise with your chest. Root into front heel, lift. Maybe a teeny little back bend and release. Twist open to the left side. Exhale, hand finds here. Step to plank. Downward dog. Rock forward. Cow, spine, heart forward. Exhale, press. Again. Rock forward. Round back. Rock forward. Keep holding heart forward. Lower chaturanga. Come right into upward dog, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, lift to press back. Adho Mukha, downward dog. Right leg rises, inhale. Exhale, rock forward. Step through. Back knee down. Inhale, rise. Maybe palms touch. Coil heart open. Exhale, hands to the earth. Twist open to the right. Hand release. Lift back knee, step to plank. Downward dog. Rocking to plank. Rounding to downward dog. Twice more. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. Breaths back. 5 breaths. You can also take these breaths in child pose if needed. Count them, feel them, listen to them. Let your breath take you on a journey through your inner landscape. Lift high to toes, bend your knees, gaze forward, step your feet through between your hands, lengthening heart long forward. Even press your thighs back. It's super spacious in your spine. And then exhale, drop. Chair pose, sit your hips way back. Lift your heart. Uttanasana. Spread your toes. Pull them out apart between your big toe mounds. Breathe back through your sit bones. Forward through your back ribs. Good, one more breath. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Lengthen heart forward. Step to plank, chaturanga, finish your exhale. Urdhva Mukha, breath touches your heart. Adho Mukha. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, rock forward, step. Crescent pose, little bend of your back knee, rise up. Good, turn your palms forward, bend your elbows out to shoulder height. Take a breath, lifting, coiling your heart open. And then exhale, press, palms warm, elbows together. And then take your right arm over your left. Right arm over left. And have the sensation like you can pull your arms apart, but they have to go through each other to do so. So you're creating this healthy resistance. One more breath. Inhale, lift, float your arms straight up. And then exhale, elbows to chest, unwinding your arms, circling all the way out and up by the sides of your ears. Pitch your chest all the way forward, belly over your front thigh. Straighten your back thigh a lot. And then exhale, release your hands to the mat. Twist open to the right side. Hugging your outer right hip. Another breath. Exhale, closing this down. Step to plank. Chaturanga if you like. Otherwise, you can press right back to downward dog. Come back fully to breath. And then inhale, your left leg will rise. Exhale, slowly stepping through between your hips. Little bend of back knee as you rise, crescent pose. Feel tailbone lengthening down. Back ribs lifting, breathing up. Palms turn forward, bend elbows, shoulder height. Feel your shoulder blades kind of hug together a little bit and slide down your back. And then use it to coil your heart open a little bit more. And now exhale, press. Palms, forearms, elbows together. Left arm crosses over right. Find that bit of resistance left over right. Breathe into the tops of your shoulders. The space between shoulder blades and spine. One more breath. Maybe with arms coil your heart. Exhale, elbows to chest, slowly unwind. Inhale, sweeping open. Pitching forward, straighten your back leg a lot. Exhale, hands to the earth. Twist open to the left. Exhale, close down. Step to plank. Lower or skip the vinyasa. Find the downward dog. Inhale, lift high to your toes. Step your feet a little bit wider, pretty much as wide as the mat. And then step your feet like 3 inches closer towards your hands, just 3 inches. So your feet are wide, wider than your hips. Okay, and then step your feet 3 inches closer to your face. Okay, but then keep pressing all of your weight back. Come off of your fingertips, off of your wrists. Okay, and then lean into your right arm. Really slide your right shoulder blade down your back. And then take your left hand, reach across to the outside of your right calf or ankle. And then use that hand to twist, pull yourself open. You might even gaze under your right arm. Good, full breath. And releasing your left hand down. Switching sides. Make sure that left shoulder blade is really wrapping down your back to support. Right hand reaches outside of your ankle. Good. Hold to turn open. One more breath. Good. Hands release. Come down onto your knees. Child's pose. Breathe into your spine. Good. Inhale, rise up onto hands and knees. Keep rocking forward and come all the way down onto your belly. Good. Inhale, lifting your chest. And then sliding your arms down by your sides, palms facing your midline. Now you have the option to leave hands as is, or interlace fingers behind your sacrum and shoot your knuckles straight back. And now extend back through the very tippy toe tops of your feet or your toes. The tippy tops of your toes. Good. And then as much as you reach back to your toes, reach back from your shoulder head to elbow to fingers. Breathe, pressing your pubic bone gently into the ground. And now feel big belly breath rising into your back ribs to open into your collarbone to the front of your heart. One more breath. And then exhale, melt. Let your shoulders drop towards the earth. Turn your head to one side. Give your hips a little wiggle. Good, and then bringing your head back to center. Rolling your shoulder heads open. Extending back through your legs, through your toes. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. And so much that your knees might lift off the ground. And then if you're interlacing fingers, find the awkward interlace. Roll, shoulder heads open, and inhale, lift your chest. But the sides of your neck actually lengthen forward. So you're not pulling your chin forward to make it look like you're extending your spine further, right? But actually lengthening the back of your neck long forward, create space. One more breath. Exhale, melt. Turn your head the opposite direction. Good. Turning your head center. Hands by your side ribs, gently resting yourself off the mat. Rock back, tuck toes, lengthen back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale your right leg right. Bend your knee, open your hip towards the right side. Breathe through your inner thighs, both of them. Straighten your leg, turn hip down toward the earth, and slowly step through between your hands. Crescent pose, rising up. Exhale, twist open to the right, arms twisty. And then taking your back hand to either your back thigh or onto your sacrum. And then sweeping your left arm up towards the sky and by the side of your ear. So this is like a twisted reverse warrior. One more breath. Exhale, return to center. Both arms reach to a T. And then sweep your back arm down by your head, forward and up to the sky. Spin your back heel down onto the mat. Turning open. Heel toe your right foot to the left 2 times. Virabhadrasana 2. Beautiful. Reverse warrior. Left hand to back thigh, reach up. Good. Straighten your front leg. And then exhale, hinge. Keep sending your hips towards the back short end of your mat. Trikonasana, slowly coming into it. Bottom hand to shin. Turn, top shoulder, top ribs, open. Now breathe into your back body. Feeling your tailbone lengthen towards the back short end of your mat. Back ribs lengthening towards the front short end of the mat. Good, one more breath. Exhale, gaze down. Bend into your knee. Left hand under your shoulder. Twist open to the right side. Exhale, close your hand down. Now step your front foot only halfway back on the mat. Turn your toe and knee out to the right side. Spin to the pinky side edge of your back foot. Lean into your left hand and turn over. Good, really push into that right foot, that front foot. Lifting into your top hip. One more breath. Closing arms down. Plank pose, that tiny bit of cow spine in your chest. Exhale, round to press back, downward dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Left leg rises. Bend your knee, open your head. Inhale, straighten your leg. Turn hip down, rock forward, step. Slow to rise, crescent pose. Exhale, twist open to the left. Arms to the T. Good, reach a little further back through those back fingertips. Like you can touch the back wall. Reach further back. Good, and then bring your back hand to your back thigh or onto your sacrum. And then sweeping your front arm up, and then over by the side of your ear. Keep lengthening tailbone down. On your next exhale, return arms to a T. And then sweep back, arm down by hip, forward and up. Coming into Virabhadrasana 2. Spin your back heel down. Heel toe your front foot to the right 2 times. And then find reverse warrior, lengthening up. Exhale, lengthening up. Good. Inhale, rising. Or I'm sorry, straighten your front leg. So stay in the reverse, straighten. And then slowly start to come forward, sending your hips, lengthening back. At the same time, your left ribs lengthening forward, and then bottom hand down, top arm up. Root into your feet a lot. Your legs, your feet are active, they're alive, rooting into the earth so that you may grow longer in your spine. Gaze down, bend into your front knee, right hand underneath your shoulder, twist open to the left. Exhale, hand down. Stepping halfway back on the mat, toe and knee out to the left. Come into that modified side plank. One more breath, press, lift into top hip, and then release, hand down, step, lay back. Chaturanga if you so wish, maybe child pose or downward dog for rest. And then inhale, slowly rising up again onto hand. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward dog. Inhale, lift high to your toes. Bend your knees, gaze forward, step or hop to your hands. Inhale, lengthening your heart forward. Exhale. Good, sinking your hips back, lift your chest, Utkatasana. Good, sending all of your weight into your heels. Bring your hands to your heart. Hugging your inner thighs towards one another. Continue to pull them out apart between big toe and arms. Now a little bit further back through your sit bones. Breathe your side ribs, your sternum forward. And then exhale, twist open to the right side. Okay, and kind of wiggle your arm down your leg, your knee kind of wiggling up towards the outer shoulder, the back of your arm. And then palms together, root pressing. There's pressure, gentle, healthy pressure to encourage a gentle, deeper opening. And then breathe into that. You might even spread your arms into wings. So be with the wringing out. Feel where your body is like, oh, finally, let go. Okay, and then bringing your hands together if they're in wings, returning back through center, fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Drop your head, you might need to give it a little wiggle. Loosen out any of that tension you might have just held in your neck. Little bounces are always nice too. Sitting your hips back, Uttanasana. Hands to your heart. More weight sinking back, lengthening longer. And then exhale. And maybe you walk your arm down your leg a little bit more. Palms gently pressing. Breath gently pressing you open from the inside. Maybe wings spread. If you do so, really press the back of your arm into the outside of your knee. Return hands to your heart, unwind. Fold over your legs. Inhale, lengthening your heart long forward. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step back to plank pose. Full breath here, that little bit of cow spine and upper chest. And then exhale, round and press back. And really press your thighs back. Get a little bit longer now. A little bit longer than you might even feel like getting. Open. Fill the spaces that are opening with breath. Let it flood inside. Inhale, right leg rises. Bend your knee, open your hip. Straighten your leg, turn your hip down, rock forward. Shoot your right leg out to the left side, fallen star. Lean into your right arm, turn over. Exhale, close your hand down, lift your leg one more time, three-leg dog. Exhale, stepping through between your hands. Spin your back heel down, rise to reverse warrior. Exhale, coming forward. Bring your right forearm onto your thigh, your top arm onto the side. Turning your top palm behind you, wrapping your arm around your low back, maybe holding hip, maybe holding clothing, or even just resting hands. Okay. And now breathe. Push into your back foot. Pull your side ribs forward. Turn over. And gaze down. Slowly extend your hand down inside of your foot. Even if your fingertips just barely touch the ground, we don't need to dump our weight down. But then connect your outer arm into your inner knee and press them together. Kind of press your knee open, turn open in your heart. Now slowly unwind your top arm. Gaze down, closing this down, both hands inside of your front foot. Come to the ball of your back foot, heel toe your right foot out towards the right, and drop your back knee down. Inhale, lifting through your heart. Exhale, either stay on your hands or lower to your forearms. And as you arrive here, keep hugging inner thighs towards your midline. Your side ribs even are like hugging, embracing you, holding you in towards your midline. And then that tiny bit of cow spine with your sternum drawing forward. Good. Inhale, rising up onto your hand. Lean into your left hand, twist open to the right side. Bend your back knee, sweep your right arm around, reaching towards your ankle, maybe even grabbing a hold of your foot. Really root into your front three toe mounds as you turn your heart open. Gently release your back foot, hand returns to the earth. Heel toe your front foot to center. Lift your back knee, step back to plank, and then lean into your left arm, chest turns open to the right. Pick up your top foot, which is your right foot, and step it behind your left hand. Root, so come onto the ball mound of that foot, and root down as you lift and drop your heart towards the earth. Wild thing. Breathe through the front of your right hip, right thigh. One more breath here. On your exhale, circling your right arm back down. Come back to plank. Your choice if you take a vinyasa or find downward dog or even child pose. Move, breathe however you need. When you're ready for downward dog, left leg rises. Bend your knee, open your straighten your leg, turn hip down, rock forward. Spinning your back heel down, rise, reverse warrior. Stay bent in your front knee. Inhale. On your exhale, coming through side angle, left forearm to thigh, top arm up to the sky. Now kind of feel that you're hugging, wrapping your outer left hip underneath you and towards the back short end of your mat. And then root into your front heel and turn your top ribs, top shoulder open. Okay, now find the half wrap with your top arm. Breathe. Using your feet, rooting into the earth to find greater freedom, spaciousness in your chest. Beautiful. Slowly unwind, leave your top arm as it gaze down. Slide your left hand all the way down, even if fingertips are just barely grazing the mat. Press the back of arm into inner knee. And then turn open, tiny bit more. One more breath. Now unwind your top arm. Gaze down. Slowly release. Heel toe your front foot over to the left and drop your back knee down. Inhale, lifting through your heart. Dragging your front heel, front hip back. And then maybe you come down onto your forearm. Everything hugging in towards center. Breathe, wrapping your hip with your breath. Wrapping your hip with your breath. Slowly rising up onto your hands. Lean into your right hand, twist open. Kind of when you do that, kind of lift up out of your pelvis just a little bit so that there's not a dumping into your low spine, but a real opening through your upper spine. Okay, and then bend your back knee, reach around, either just reaching or grabbing a hold. Wrap your top shoulder with breath. Slowly releasing back foot down. Heel toe your front foot back to center. Lift. Step to plank. Lean to the right to turn open to the left, and then coming into wild hips. Your left foot steps behind your right calf. Be on the ball mound of that foot so you can root, lift, and then just drop your heart towards the earth. Any amount, even if it's just a teeny tiny bit. One more breath. And then hands to the mat, slowly coming back to center. Your choice, vinyasa, child's pose, or downward dog. Good, inhale, rising up onto hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward dog. Inhale, lifting your right leg up and back. Exhale, rock forward, step through. Now step your back foot up about 6 to 8 inches, just enough until you can get both feet flat on the ground. And then inhale, lengthening your heart forward, bring your hands onto your hips. So now there's a lot of support in your feet and your legs. Root a lot into your front big toe mound to send your right hip lengthening back. Now locate your inner left thigh. Roll it towards the wall behind you. One more breath. Exhale, drop your heart towards the earth. You have the option to keep hands on your hips and kind of using your forefingers, pressing your hips back, or find support by bringing your hands down. If hands are on hips, keep rolling your shoulders open, away from your ears. One more breath here. Everyone release your hands down. Inhale, lifting through your heart. There can always be a little bend of your front knee if needed. Start to twist open to the right side. Maybe arm extends towards the sky. Maybe you keep your hand right on your sacrum. You can also lift your bottom hand onto your shin. Okay, if you feel like having hands on the ground and you don't have a block, it's a little difficult. One more breath, send your outer right hip back. Slowly unwind your chest. Good, little bend of your front knee, wiggle your back foot straight back. And then set your back knee down onto the mat. Heel toe your right foot over to the right side. Very good. Inhale, lengthening your heart forward. Exhale, come to your forward. A little bit deeper this time. See if you can maybe just access a new layer as you return into this pose for the second time. And slowly rise up onto your hands. Twist open to the right side. So now you do have the option, if you feel like you can go a little deeper for this twist. You can come onto your left forearm and do the twist from here, reaching around to grab your foot, or you can stay on your hands so your chest is a little more lifted. Your choice. Slowly releasing back foot. Both hands to the mat. Foot returns center. Lift your back knee, and this time, lift to a 3-leg dog. So take your right leg, sweeping it back and up. And then bend your knee, open your hips. Now we're gonna try to come into wild king from here. You can soften the bend of your standing leg right now. And then slowly start to drop your right foot further behind you until it comes all the way down onto the ground.
And then extend your bottom leg out with your left leg. Lift through your heart. Good. Breathe. Good. And then releasing your hands back down onto the mat. Right foot returns to the right. You might take chaturanga or press right back to downward facing dog. Good. Okay. Coming into downward dog if you're not there already. Inhale, your left leg rises. Bending your knee, opening your hip. Extending your leg straight, turning your hip down, rock forward, step through. And then stepping your back foot up about the 6 to 8 inches, no more. Inhale, lengthening your heart forward. And then hands come onto your hips. Okay, so you can kind of use your hands on your hips to press, especially your left hip back. Rooting into your front big toe mound. Breathe space, literally between each vertebra of your spine. Forward, forward, back, back. And then exhale, drop. Imagine one day your nose can touch your shin below your knee. Hands can stay on hips or come to support under your shoulders. Keep rooting into your feet. The fingers are on your hips, press back a little bit more. And then everyone release your hands. Inhale, lengthening your heart forward. Your right hand starts right underneath your shoulder. Again, you can always bring your right hand onto your shin to lift your chest from the ground a bit. And then start to twist open, but keep sending your left hip back, 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 back. Very good. Heart forward. Left hip back. Turn. One more breath here. Exhale, close your arm down. A little bend in your front knee as you wiggle your back knee back. So you come into like a lunge. And then set your back knee down. Hands inside of your front foot. Heel toe your foot to the left. Inhale, lifting through your heart. Exhale, lowering to your floor. Outer hips hugging in towards your midline. Inner thigh hugging against your side body. Sternum gently forward. Breathe into all of the pockets of spaciousness that are being created. Literally feeling your breath like a river come flooding the inner space. And then either staying on your forearms, just leaning into your right arm to twist open, or again, you can rise up onto your hands, your chest is lifted, bend your back knee and reach around. Okay, so whether you're on your hand or on your forearm. Kind of press into your front big toe mound. Lift your pelvis from the earth just like 2 inches, and then turn open a little more. Slowly releasing. Okay, rise to hands. Heel toe, front foot center. Stepping back to three-leg dog. Three-leg dog. Just sweep your left leg back and back. Bending your knee, opening your head. Slowly supporting yourself as you come down into wild thing. But slowly, arm releases to the ground. Plank pose, taking the vinyasa or skipping. Slowly rising up onto hands and knees. Crossing your ankles behind you. Rocking back onto your seats. Extending your legs straight out in front of you. Hands by the sides of your hips, rolling your shoulder heads back. Drawing your toes back towards your knees. Inhale, sweeping your arms all the way out and up. Pitching your chest about 10% forward and then pause. Now breathe your sit bones rolling back behind you. And then exhale, hands either find your shins or the outer edges of your feet. And then inhale, breathing your heart forward. Exhale, pull your heart towards your toes as you fold. Heart forward as you rise. Then draw your right foot in, connect it to your inner thigh. Then inhale, arms reaching out and up. Exhale, heart goes straight out towards your toes. And then release your hands, one on either side of your calf. If you happen to have a strap and you want to work with that around your toes, you can. Inhale, lengthening your heart forward. Exhale, drop. Now, if you find that your elbows bend and you have a lot of space, you can reach your hands to the outer edges of your foot and then pull your heart towards your foot and your foot towards your heart. Lengthen the crown of your head forward wherever you are. Drop your forehead. Heart forward as you slowly rise. Lean over to the right side. Sweep your left heel by the side of your hip. So foot is still connected to your inner thigh. Fingertips out towards the sides. Use them to lengthen up and root down to your sit bones. Inhale, sweeping your arms up. Exhale, twist open to the right side. Right hand behind you or on your sacrum. Left hand can come to your outer knee. Inhale, lifting through your heart. Keep sending tailbone, sit bones down. Exhale, use your hands on your knees. Your rib cage turning open. Deepen. Your back arm might even sweep around your low back. Hold on to your opposite hip. Just watching what's occurring inside. Your mind, your body, your breath. Just watching. Staying in the twist, just turn your gaze, turn your head over your front shoulder. And think like cow spine or an upward dog in your upper chest and lean back just a little bit. On an exhale, let your whole body just melt back through center. Good. And then sweeping both legs out in front of you once again. Now walk your sit bones back behind you. And then draw your left leg in, connecting your foot. Make sure your right leg is still active. You're pressing through your heel. Inhale, sweeping your arms back. Exhale, lengthening way out, 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 and bend down. Hands framing your leg. Inhale, lengthen heart forward. Exhale, fold, maybe grabbing a hold of your foot. And if you do so, pulling foot to face.
Heart to foot. Lifting your heart as you walk your hands back. Sweeping your right leg out. There you go. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, twist open to the left. Then let your tailbone relax towards the ground. Just relax. There we go. Yeah. Good. And then inhale, lift taller. Exhale, press open. Maybe your back arm sweeps around your low back, maybe not. Stay in the twist, just turn your head over your front shoulder. And a little bit of leaning back, opening your heart towards the sky. Good, and then mount. All the way back. And swinging your legs forward once again. Walk your sit bones back. One more, Paschimottanasana. Forward fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms up. Exhale, hinging forward. Either hands framing your legs or hands on your feet. Drop your head. Really just let yourself melt into this line. So you don't really need to think about form or anything like that. Just drop, just melt. Breathe into all the tissues through the back of your pelvis, your outer hips. Good. And then slowly heart forward as you rise. Bend your knees, rock yourself forwards so that you have room to lie down behind you. Stepping your feet wide on the mat. Start with windshield wipers going side to side. You can always open your arms to a T or even overhead. And really spacious through the front of your chest. And then the next time your knees fall to the left, you'll leave them there. Kind of wiggle your right foot out towards the right a little bit more. Some of you might even grab your ankle and pull it towards your outer right hip. Totally an option. Wherever you end up, let your inner knee, inner thigh just melt towards the ground. If arms are overhead, you might cross your forearms and fold opposite elbow. Kind of wiggle your shoulder blades down your back. Just meeting the sensation in your thigh. Not to change it, not to fix it, not to make it less, not to make it more. You're just meeting it. Breath. Present. Giving it the space to speak to you. Take a deep breath in. Release that out. And slowly wiggling your way out of this. Bringing your knees back to center. Keep your feet wide on the mat. Lift your hips an inch or two and then just set them down again. Just kind of reset your pelvis. And then send your knees over to the right side. Taking any variation you might have done on the other side. Just being with the letting go. Over and over again. Full breath in. Release. Slowly wiggling. Lifting your knees back to center. Arms by your sides as they're overhead. Lift your hips, lower your hips. Let that settle. Feel your knees descending down through your thigh bone, grounding into the back of your pelvis, your sacrum on the ground. And then draw your right knee into your chest. Flex your foot and cross your ankle over your left thigh. Pressing your right knee and right thigh open, open, open. Root into your left foot a lot and ground your low back into the ground. And then thread the needle. Drawing both legs in, flexing both feet. Keep rotating your thigh open, your hip open. Now taking your right hand, grab a hold of your right foot. Right hand grabs your right foot. Set your left foot down and extend your right leg straight out towards the side, towards the right side. Any amount. Your leg might come all the way straight, it might not. Just push through the back of your leg, push through your heel. Good, and then soften the bend of your knee, relaxing heel towards your buttock. Set your foot down onto the mat. Draw your left knee in, cross your ankle over your right thigh. Pressing your knee, your thigh open. Good, and then drawing both legs in, thread.
out towards the side, and then extend your leg all the way out. As far as you can climb. Bending your knee. Hugging your knee center. Set your foot down. Lift your hips. Lower your hips. Then drawing your knees into your chest. Open your arms to a T. Drop your knees to the left. Breathe through your spine. Slowly lifting your top knee and your bottom knee center. And going to the other side. Lifting back to center. Happy baby. Perhaps straightening one leg at a time or both legs. Maybe rocking, maybe staying still. And slowly releasing the shoulders. Tugging your knees back to center, wrap your arms around your hips, curl into a small ball. Hug in a little more. And release down. Feet to the mat. Legs extending out long, front of you. Shavasana. Your palms up to the sky. Feel where your shoulders are in space right now. Just allow them to wiggle down your back. Soften your jaw. Your tongue, let it become heavy. Breathe into your belly. Feel that run all the way down your thighs into your feet.
deepen your breath. Wiggling your toes and your fingers. Your hands, your feet, your wrists, your ankles, your arms, your legs. You can begin to move and stretch in any way that would feel really satisfying for you right now. Then when you're ready, bending your knees and rolling over to the side. Slowly rising. And your hands together in front of you. Rooting, breathing down into your sit bones, up into your heart. Your breath. On your exhale, bow your head. Slowly bowing all the way forward and down, bringing hands to the earth, bowing in gratitude and reverence for this body, for this practice, for this space. To practice together, to practice inside self. And then slowly rising up, your thumbs come to touch their eyes. The spirit in me sees, honors, and loves the spirit in me. Namaste.
Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.